We've built some big tourers in the past, some big in the Ram, the Chevy and the Ford platform. This Ram 3500 Mega Cab Longhorn Limited, yes, it's a little bit of a tongue twister, has got to be one of the biggest. Let's go for a full walk around on this one. It may look familiar. We have done a full walk around on this one before it went off to the custom Canopy company. And this one here, up above, is stage one of this vehicle. We got into the suspension in detail, the wheels, the tyres, and how we set this one up ready for all that additional weight that is now on the vehicle. So if you like Rams, guys, let's go for a full walk around this one. I'll give you a quick recap about what we've done with the suspension, the wheels, the tyres, the custom colour coding on this one, front bar combinations, switch pros, every single detail on this one. We'll walk around it. We'll finish with the canopy and a full walk around on this big custom built canopy to the customer's specs. This customer's done multiple builds in the past and he wanted everything on this 3500 so he could leave the caravan. He's got a boat coming for the roof. He's got the sleeping quarters on the cab as well. He's got everything needed inside the canopy, including the beer on tap. So wait around for the end of the video there. We'll show you the beer on tap, go for a full walk around. Some of the specs like water capacity and other custom items may be a little bit unknown from myself, but we'll drop the Canopy company in the description below. So if you wanted to get in touch for a big full custom setup like this one here, we've got the setup for you. Start at the front end and talk about the bar combination, get into the suspension and finish up at the rear. When you first look at this build, the first thing that jumps out is the two-tone paintwork. It's got this beautiful custom bronze color. I forget what the color code is from Ram Trucks US. But this is a factory bronze color on the Longhorn Limited. And then you got the PXJ black. So that's the black with the nice gold flake that comes through. Beautiful color, especially in sunlight. And this vehicle came into us with the factory bumper on the front. It had the full chrome grille set up on the front there as well. And we've gone through and done a full custom color code for a chrome delete across the entire vehicle. That comes down to the 3500 badge work that's on the side here. The front grille itself, so you got your 6 pieces around the bonnet mold, we call them. Those ones are gone to color-coded black. We've got the color-coded black inside the grille itself, and then we've added a bit more bronze from that bottom half up into that front section as well. Tucked in behind these big LED lights, the Ram badge is also custom bronze colored as well. So I love doing something a little bit custom, and this one here definitely looks the part. We've got the Outback Kitters pre-runner front bar on the front here. Awesome looking bar. Adds a lot of protection to the front of the vehicle. The little LED lights in the side of the bar as well do pack a punch out to the sides. And then we've gone for the Baja Pro LP9s on the front there. Setting these ones up when you get on the road and you spend the time to set up the LED lights perfectly. These lights have got spots on the outer edge, so that's a full spot LED light. So the customer's gonna be able to go set these ones up exactly where he wants them on the road. And then the center light there has both got a spot as well as a little combo lens in there as well. So the combo lens in the bottom 3 LED lights in the Baja Pros are gonna throw out a nice little combo light and fill in all those little gaps that the big spots don't hit. So setting up a custom LED light setup on the front of the truck, get in touch. I can talk you through multiple different applications that we can get you dialed in with some of the best brands in the world. Speaking of best brands in the world, the carbon off-road winch in front of this bar as well. We've got the 15,000 pound Scout winch from Carbon, and that one's your winch hook there. We relocate the plug-in option inside the bonnet. So if you do need to plug in the winch controller, you can actually access it because it is quite hard to get in there on these winches in these nice tidy bars just like this one here. If you think you're going to need your winch, simply pop your bonnet, turn on your isolator, have your remote control handy, and then when you do need it, you can get it out in a heartbeat. And if you do run out of batteries in those remote controls, remember to grab spare ones of them before a big trip and know which brand of batteries and size that they use, because you don't want to run out of battery capacity, be looking for where you place that remote control for the winch at the start of the trip. Might be years in the past buried at the bottom end, because when you want a winch, you definitely want to be able to access it quickly, and this setup here is exactly that. The wheels and tyres for this one here, the customer did want to run a factory spare in the factory location, so we've stuck to a 35-inch tyre. For such a big truck, some may think the 35-inch tyre looks a little bit small, but this job here is definitely built for a purpose. The practicality in this build is exactly where the customer wanted it. So the Yokohama Geo16, the 35, 12.5, 18 tyre, that's a massive 1,800 kilos per tyre load rating. And then we've got the Method 323. The Method 323 wheel is an 18x9 positive 12 fitment. And with the new Rams, you don't actually get the color-coded flares standard. So we've gone and installed the 18x9 positive 12. It will poke outside the guard just that little bit. And that's why we've gone and color-coded the same custom bronze color with the Bushwhacker color-coded flares. These extend flares there cover those tyres nicely. You're not going to get mud, rocks, sand and whatnot flicking up the side of the vehicle. And as you can see with this setup here, the 35-inch tyre on such a big tourer like this one here, we've gone and done a custom suspension application ready for the canopy on the back. And as you can see, the back end of the vehicle is perfectly in line with the front end. It's nice and level. We've added an extra leaf spring in the factory leaf spring pack in the 3500 in the rear end. And with the big Carly Dominator 3.0 suspension kit, this is a massive 3.0 suspension. So the bore of the shock absorber is a huge 3.0 size. It's got the massive remote reservoir. And having such a big shock absorber allows a vehicle of this weight to definitely get punished on those big Queensland roads or the Gibb River up north. Big heavy setup needs a big heavy duty shock, and this Dominator kit is pretty much the best that you can throw in a Ram 3500. We can do it for a Ram 2500, but like I've said in other videos, having the coil set up in the rear end instead of a leaf spring is definitely going to limit your options for a big heavy tourer setup. So a 3500 should definitely be on the wish list. Inside the vehicle we went through on the last video as well, and this is the beautiful two-tone tan and black interior that the Longhorn Limited has. And Maricunda Automotive here in Australia have done the left to right hand drive remanufacture of this vehicle. They've done a brilliant job. This thing looks the part. And up on top, while we're over here, we've got a custom roof rack setup. This one has been reinforced because it is carrying the additional weight of the rooftop tent up on top. And that electric rooftop tent will allow this customer to get out of the water once the boat's on the roof, go for a day fishing, jump up into the ARB touring rooftop tent, and you're going to be able to get it in and out in a heartbeat and set it up and down in a heartbeat as well. I think if I push that little button there, it's going to do its thing. Make sure that the other side's unlocked, of course, and it's going to start lifting up. And in a matter of about 30 seconds, that one there is going to be set up, ready for the customer to get up on top and have a good night's sleep on top of the Ram 3500. While that one's raising up to its final little position, this little handy light on the side of the ladder, both left and right have got this color changing light in the white or the amber. And with the Big Dog Builds custom rack up on top there, we've also got the little steady down lights. I'll jump inside, turn on the Switch Pro. And as you can see, I've already been playing around with that one before the video. And you can touch those ones between amber and white as well. So if you're looking for a campsite, you can have that on nice and bright white, and through the Switch Pro unit itself, you can actually dim down these lights, go between white and amber, and dim them down to a nice level so you got a nice working light for a round campsite. And when you're wanting it nice and bright to look for the next camp spot, you can twist them up a little bit and definitely give the side of the vehicle plenty of light. Turn that one off. This little light on the side of the rooftop tent is actually where the ladder will attach to be able to get in and out of the vehicle itself. The customer must have the ladder. This wasn't supplied to the Canopy company that actually put the rooftop tent on top of this one here. But I'll have a quick peek. I can see a little LED light on up on top. So obviously you got storage for your phones. You got little pockets and stuff up in there. The mattress looks very comfortable. I'm keen to get in one of these ARB rooftop tents and see what all the fuss is about, but push the button again, turn that one down, turn my little LED light off, and this little switch here is what you need to make sure you lock it with the key before you go and drive the vehicle, and that'll allow you to be nice and secure and safe, ready to travel again, and no one's gonna unlock it and put it up when you're sitting in a car park, for example. So make sure you lock those ones before you hit the road. Well, let that one fold down, and we'll get into the canopy setup, which is a custom canopy setup from Concept Canopies here in Brisbane. This customer definitely built this one to suit his needs. He wanted to have the rooftop tent on top of the vehicle. He wanted his boat up on top, so the team there have been busy doing a full custom, lightweight, premium setup to house pretty much everything that this customer needed. Yes, including the beer. I better lock that off before I forget and go for a drive. So as I said, this canopy is built by Concept Canopies here. If you're wanting a lightweight, premium, fully custom canopy, the team there will definitely go above and beyond when it comes to exactly that fit out. With the interior, the exterior styling, the interior fit out, whether you're wanting custom drawers, whether you're wanting an extra large water tank that I know that they've done in the past, extra storage, this team here will be one of the most custom workshops in Australia to deliver exactly that. We'll pop open the side here, but before I get into that, I've got to do a quick little check at the storage compartments. As you can see, central locking in all of the storage bins. It's got one water outlet there. Nice, they've kept the two-tone colour theme running from the vehicle itself into the canopy. I did ask them for that, so bonus points to the team there for listening and doing that. I'll quickly check the rear end. Nice storage in there as well, so something like recovery gear or something would go in there if it was my setup. We'll open up this side here. Got to wait for the kegerator later. So this side here, roasting tray, pans. So it's obviously got some sort of cooking machine. I think the battery storage is in here. Got a massive battery bank, good little storage nook here, 240 outlets. You got multiple different outlets to charge your phones, and then you can dim down your LED lights, turn them off and on from this side as well, change them between amber and white, and then go up and down with your dimming modes. So pretty cool setup there. Yeah, I've broken it. I'm good at using these. There we go. Full orange, full white, or warm. So that one definitely looks the part. Got the drawer fridge on this side here. So you got Evercool drawer fridge. Then you got a little storage thing in here. It's just a nice little storage bin. And then up top, as you can see, it's got a little hanging parcel shelf up the back there, and it's got a bit of a bash plate for that rear wall as well. Because it is nice and lightweight, it's also a little bit thinner than some of the other canopies on the market to reduce that weight. So something like this little bash plate up against the rear wall is not going to allow anything to hit that rear wall and then be visible from the outside. So that's why the team have done that one there. You've got ventilation inside the canopy as well, so in the canopy doors, and you've got the extra LED lights up on there as well. Obviously with the central locking, all doors are going to be able to lock from the key of the vehicle itself. We'll spin around the back, see what the setup is at the rear here. It's obviously got this enormous storage tray up on top as well, and I think I know why the team have had to do that. The rear end of this one here, we're waiting to put the Gen Y hitch combo on the rear end and do the final QC checks from the work done here at Big Dog Builds. It's got the massive Anderson plug at the rear end here, and that's obviously for a decent DC-DC charger inside the caravan. So that one looks to be the 120 amp, if I'm not wrong. Then it's got the 12-pin plug at the back there. Oh, we've even got little LED lights at the rear. So just little work lights at the back there as well. Turn them on and off, and then you've got two different water outlets here as well. I'm assuming one of these is a fill and one of these is the outlet. The safety Dave set up as well for the caravan camera, and then they've relocated the rear camera at the back there. It's got the nice trundle drawer, and everything on this canopy's been color-coded either the PXJ black, which is the Ram with the nice gold flake through it, or that two-tone bottom color as well. So a little trundle drawer there to give you the additional storage at the back. Got a massive storage box here. I believe this one is for something like a fuel tank, but it has got these little louvers that sit out the side here. I'm not too sure what it is. If you know what this is, let me know. So little air vents on the sides there. This one here is a bit more open. So that one there, all lockable obviously as well. Has got the ladder at the back here, and up on top, you've got these massive storage cases as well. You wouldn't want to put anything too heavy all the way up there, but obviously this one here has had to go up that extra height, and this is because a big boat's going to go up on the roof and it's going to overhang that ARB rooftop tent on the front. So obviously you need to pull the boat back enough to be able to pop the rooftop tent up and down, but this customer here is definitely going to get off grid. He's going to enjoy the time out on the water, and so the boat's going to usually be in the water behind the vehicle, sitting up on the beach, pop open the rooftop tent and go away for the night for a good sleep. Got the backup camera up here as well. You've also got the steady LED lights at the back. Inside the canopy, control these work lights out the back of the canopy. And then if you wanted to throw anything else, you can tuck some stuff in behind the ladder there as well. But it definitely suits a purpose, and that's exactly what this whole build has done. Spin around to the other side, because that's the most exciting part on this one here. I tell you what, there's probably 3 grand worth of bloody water outlets on this one here. There's another water outlet on the side. I believe that's one each side, and then a fill and an outlet at the back there. You got your AdBlue filler, your diesel filler, 2 more little storage compartments. This one here's got the ARB brushless set up in there. Set that one up, turn that one on, and then it's got the Moreflate tyre inflate kit. So this one here being the air hub means that you can connect all 4 tyres into this little outlet here itself, and then you're going to be able to pump up both front axle and rear axle all from the one kit. So it's a pretty handy little setup there. Set the pressure that you want, and then it's going to do its thing, pump up the tyres, you walk away. Make sure you keep the little door open as well if you're running an air compressor looking after these ones here. They don't love the Australian heat. So looking after them, making sure you got good ventilation to the compressors is key. And the team have obviously done this one with the outlets inside there rather than at the tow bar for this exact reason. The customer can't run it while the door's open and you're not going to overheat it and really kill that ARB. As I said, on the other side, you've got the two-tone color code. The back little storage container is exactly that. Beer tap, ice machine, accessories. I like the sound of that one there. And that is right there. Is that the coolest thing you've seen in a Canopy or what? Throw the keg in the back, have beer on tap, ice machine, hot water, cold water. What else could a man or woman want? Keep it away from the kids, but you've got the beer on tap there. You got your all-in-one, whatever this thing is here, surround convection cooker, all-in-one sort of cooker unit up on top. You got the Victron power set up with the screen there. You got the little switchboard up there as well. You got the LED light controls for this side of the canopy, more phone charging ports, more cigarette lighter ports if you're wanting to run additional things, air pumps or additional phone chargers out of that one there. And another cool feature that I did just open before we did this video because I couldn't help myself was this little kitchen set up here, which is the first time I've actually played around with it and I figured it out pretty quickly. So if I can figure it out, you sure can do as well. I'll pull that one all the way out, but what I found last time was I got a little bit worried that I was going to pull it all the way out of the vehicle itself. But you drop this one down, unlatch that one up on the top, support that one because it will want to drop, but we've got this little thing here which attaches into the side of the wheel arch there. So the team have done that, and this is a little support bracket. So come out just far enough to not hit the paint. That one's going to latch into place there, and that's going to be a nice solid little workbench. As you can see, that one's pretty cool, and it has dropped down the same level as the top of the wheel arch. So props to the team there. This is a pretty handy setup, but it gets a little bit better again, and that's with this additional pull-out. Induction twin cooker there, has got two legs up underneath. So if you are actually going to use it, throw those legs down. You're not going to run those draw runners at the maximum. If you're doing something super light, obviously you could get away with it. But fold the legs down and you're going to be able to cook with ease. The amount of storage that this thing has, the big Bush Company 270 Max rooftop awning itself, the big 270 awning is going to swing out. You might not even cover it. We're that far away from the vehicle here. So I'm pretty impressed with this setup. It's the first time I've looked at it. And that one there is definitely a win in my books. And it's companies like Concept that are really pushing the boundaries and doing something pretty cool in the industry that just keeps everyone else making canopies, puts them on notice and makes them really level up their game. There's also another little storage container over here as well. So you've got storage everywhere. You pull that out, use that for all your utensils and whatnot, drop that one down. And yeah, I can't wait to see this thing in action. Customer better send me bloody photos of his beer on tap from awesome places all around Australia. But I'll latch that one up on top, lock that one into place, and that's as simple as it is to jump back on the road. And yeah, props to the team there because that's a pretty damn cool setup that I personally haven't seen before. Another drawer fridge on this side as well. So you can run one as a freezer, one as a fridge. You don't have to worry too much about keeping drinks cold because that's going to come through your tap and you're going to have ice on ice ready to rumble there as well. I'm keen to see where the keg sits as well as where the water sits or where this one pulls the water from. So a little bit still to learn from myself there. And I'm sure this customer is going to fit it out exactly how he has done it. Like I've said, he has done a couple builds before and this canopy setup is fully custom exactly the way that he wanted it. And the team here looks like they've certainly delivered. So that's a pretty damn impressive Ram 3500 setup. If you're wanting an ultimate tourer, we can definitely get you sorted. We can get you into the vehicle of choice. We can get you sorted with the best in the business when it comes to all the brands that we work with here at Big Dog Builds. Whether you're wanting one of the best canopies in Australia, something fully custom just like this one here, we can build manage the whole setup. Whether you're wanting the whole thing, a boat on the roof, rooftop tent, awnings, you name it, we can get you sorted in a HD truck today. Forget about it if you're in a 1500 or any other utes, especially while towing heavy caravans or a big boat on the back end. You need something HD in your life to carry something with the weight like this one here. And if you like this Ram, guys, check this one out here. If you want to see these things boogie up the beach, this season here's one to watch. And if you want to see Trip in a Van's latest video, it's pretty much a Chevy with the works. That one's there as well.